Yo,
Yo,
what's going on?
what going? Double, come on.
How you doing, bro?
I'm blessed, my guy. I'm blessed, man. How are you?
I'm all right, man. Are you in a
Been
better state?
overdue.
Yeah, way overdue, right? I was gonna say, are you in
Way
a better state than yesterday?
Yeah, I'm blessed now. I was turned, fam.
What did you do? Insta live?
Yeah, so it was like an Insta Live quiz night type of thing, yeah.
Yeah,
But they kept making me take shots. If I'm doing shots, I'm gonna do it the right way. And
yeah, standard.
yeah, then I when the call was done, I thought, oh my god, I got another one. I don't think I can do it.
I think it would have been fun though, bro.
Bro,
When you messaged me, when you were like, "Oh, bruv, you know what? I did an IG live and they made me drink." I'm thinking, where's the problem?
listen. We can still drink, bro. You get me? I still got some juice.
I wish I came prepared. I'm dry in here, like nothing.
Oh, you got no juice?
Not a drop. How are you keeping your beard so trimmed? I know you're not creeping out to the barbers, breaking the rules.
No. Look, because my hair's mad long. I can't be doing that. Do you know what? I've got a little kit downstairs.
You need to recommend me, bro. Look at the state of me, man. You need to recommend me something.
I was about to say, what are you saying with your beard? Because your beard's looking healthy, man. It's looking proper.
Healthy is not the word that I use to describe the beard. I'm not gonna lie. It's that, you seen the film Castaway? Castaway is how I would describe. And plus, there's a reason. There's a reason I'm wearing a hat in all of these. Like, this is part of my hair.
Oh snap!
Yeah, there's a reason.
Snap.
There's a reason that I'm wearing it all up and out of the way. I'm looking like it's crazy. So congratulations on the project, man. I want to just first of all,
love my bro.
The word highly anticipated gets thrown around a lot in music, but like for me, obviously, we connected for the first time like digitally online last year. And that was when I found a couple of your songs and I was like, all right, this guy's kind of cold. And then, so I've had my ear on you. And then obviously I knew the project was coming, bro. And I've listened through it and like, yeah, I'm impressed, man. I really like the music.
Do you know what's mad? I like for me, I'm still a consumer, innit? So I remember seeing you on, I think you were on the Chucky podcast, Halfcast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I saw you then, and I thought, oh, it's DJDUBL guys. I looked into you, like, yeah, I really enjoy what you say, innit? So for when you hit me up, I was like, oh my god, I'm just you get me? I'm just a consumer, honestly. So I'm just like everything that's happening is just like for me, everything's a blessing. Like what happened the other day? The guy from Don't Jealous Me hit me up. I was like, yo, you're sick, and I was like, right. Don't jealous me. That's mad. Like, and then Young's Teflon hit me up. Cash hit me up. And obviously, I grew up listening to that stuff. And I grew up watching Don't Jealous Me. I grew up listening to Cash. And I grew up listening to Tef in it. So for them three, like I said, everything that's happening to me, I'm just like, the 16-year-old Jordan's like, bro, this is so hard. Like, this is so hard. So,
no, it's man. It's a great project. It's funny you mentioned Cash. Like, I feel like when it comes to UK music and like the different categories of UK rap, you know, you've got like the genres and the sub-genres and stuff, like the Afro rap or like the conscious guys and stuff. I definitely feel like you and Cash have similar, like you've definitely got common ground with the type of music you make.
100%. What's the last tune he brought out? And he did
Trench Baby.
What a banger.
Have you done one yet? Have you done a Trench Baby challenge?
I ain't doing it, man. I ain't doing it. Do you know, I'm just a consumer. So when I listen to it, I just like listening to it. I just gotta have my thing. Do you know what I mean? I'm just like, I enjoy it too much.
Yeah.
To put, especially that song, I was like, I don't even know if I could do better than what Cash did on that.
So with your project now, obviously you released a visual as well. Did you shoot it in Jamaica? Or was that somewhere in the Caribbean?
Yeah, we shot most of it in Jamaica. So in Kingston sides, and then we shot a little bit for Pattern. We did half of it in London, in South London, like right around the corner from my house, and then half of it in Jamaica. So it kind of it was like going home, finding your roots, but then still bringing it back home to where you live. Where your roots are there, because obviously I like to say that I'm local but global, innit? So that's kind of like. I think that kind of sums it up. The film is very global, but it's very local at the same time.
With the quarantine stuff, and like everyone being in isolation, I feel like the type of music that you've dropped now is perfect for people to listen to now. Do you know what I mean? Like there's songs, for example, like there's some artists are dropping club bangers right now. I can't do anything with that at the moment because I can't take it to the club.
You know
what I mean? But what I can do is I'm doing a lot of mixes and stuff right now, so I can put stuff like what you're dropping patterns. The pattern goes perfectly in some of the mixes that I'm doing right now. You know what I mean? So like,
big,
I feel like you've dropped. I don't know if this was deliberate. You can tell me if it's deliberate or not, but you've dropped the kind of music that people need right now. Do you know what I mean? Especially with Halos. Like there's people in the country that are losing grandparents. Do you know what I mean? Especially like right now, they might have been able to see their grandparents and stuff. So with something like Halos is going to resonate with people. But then also you've got the younger audience as well now that are going to be drawn to patterned and things like that. Like, did you move the release around to make it fit this time, or was this all just like how it happened?
Honestly, so we were trying to release the project early. It was meant to come out in March, actually. It was scheduled to come out in March, but you know how these things go. You know, everything always gets pushed back, and then it got pushed back to April. It got pushed back to April, early April, and then I'm not sure you know what happened with my mum. My mum had corona, innit? She had that for a couple of weeks.
Oh shit! Sorry, bro.
No, she's blessed now, man. She's all good, man. She's thank God she's back at it. But even then I was like, let's push it back a little bit more. Let me just get through that and deal with that. And then we had a conversation about maybe just leaving it because at this time, you don't really want to be exploiting it for whatever. But then I thought it's important. In this time, it's important for art. You know what I mean? Art is very important right now to get people through. And I think with Halos, like you said, I think that's a very important song. I think it would have been important whenever it came out because obviously people are always grieving something. But for it to come out now, like it's weird to say, but it's good timing because I think it's like you said, it's what people might need during this quarantine.
Yeah.
And what I've realized since it's come out, people have been hitting me up like, yo, this has happened to me, and Halos has helped me process my emotions and blah blah blah. And I'm just like, yo, that's like exactly what I wanted for it. I wasn't trying to exploit it for personal gains. You know what I mean? I just wanted to put it out there and help people be able to express themselves through my art. You get me? Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course. So, glad to hear that your mum's recovered now. Did you get ill?
No, I was fine. I don't know. I've not had any symptoms of it at all, to be honest. So I don't know. Maybe I've already had it, and it just hasn't been.
Yeah, that's what a bunch of people were saying, isn't it? Like they felt rough in December, and like they might have.
Do you know what I mean? Then. What do you think? Do you think there's something going on, or?
You're opening a can of worms now. One thing, 100%, I don't think is caused by 5G. With that said, I am a strong believer that 5G is not good for us. Like, it's dangerous. But I think it's two separate things. Do you know what I mean? So that's the first.
Okay, cool.
Me and my close group of friends, like, we love having conversations about conspiracies and things like this.
Yeah,
I just like having interesting conversations. Like, some of my close friends are, people are going to laugh about this now. Some of my close friends are absolutely certain, and they would die to prove this, that the world is flat. In terms of this one, I don't really know. I don't know. I know a couple people close to me have had it or have had symptoms of it. They were never tested. So I know like paramedics have seen them, and there was no tests gone. The paramedics came, checked the symptoms, and were like, yeah, we're pretty sure you have it. Do you know who David Icke is?
Yeah. Like, I'm a conspiracy theorist, innit? So.
Oh, you are?
I mean, I enjoy listening to them, but I form my own opinion. I'm not one that, them man that just believe everything that they're told. Yeah. Sometimes I'm just like, why are they going to lie about that? Like, why?
Yeah.
Like the world being flat. Why would they tell us that the world's real?
That's the one thing that's kept me away from even trying to do research on it. Because they'll send me, bruv, these guys will send me in a WhatsApp, a 3-hour YouTube documentary on all the evidence of the earth being flat. If there was a reason, if you can tell me why they would tell us it's round when it's flat.
You get me? Yeah.
I would go down that rabbit hole and I would do my best to try and find out. But that's the one thing they can't do. Bro, they've got so much, like, I'll call it evidence, but you know what I mean? They've got so much evidence to prove that the world is flat, except the reason that they're telling us it's round. If it turns out tomorrow that suddenly they're like, you know what? It is flat after all. Yeah. Like, nothing changes for me.
You know what I mean?
So
it's
like,
cool, isn't it?
That's cool. Like, that's why I don't go down that rabbit hole. In terms of this one, I've heard a couple of interesting ones, you know, about trying to releasing it and then basically crashing the markets and then buying a lot of the stuff when it was on low price. And then when everything recovers, China owns everything, basically. Like, that's an interesting one for me. But
you know what, yeah? I wouldn't even, I don't want to say nothing before something mad happens to me. I wouldn't put it past, I wouldn't put it past him. Because like, even I was looking into the market rates, and there was one point when when it started spreading out throughout the world, and all the world markets were down, apart from China. China was up. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just here, just going through it. But
some people also are saying about the fact that the government here are trying to move things cashless. They would see this as an opportunity to do certain things. Do you know what I mean? So if long term, if they were wanting to get us cashless to stop tax evasion and stop, like, you know, certain criminal activities and whatever, cashless is the way to do it. If they see this as a right, now we can actually give them a reason to do it overnight almost. Yeah. I'm not past saying that, do you know what I mean? I wouldn't put it past.
Yeah. And then the thing is, when you look at the stats of this lockdown, obviously pollution numbers are down. Crime's obviously gone way down. I think domestic violence is up, but crime, like gang violence and that kind of stuff, is down. So it's kind of like they're like, oh, give me a reason to make gang crime less effective. Yeah, and we'll do it, innit? So they're probably still going to keep this lockdown. Or they're going to implement some sort of lockdown, but not necessarily to stop the spread.
They could do all sorts of fuckeries and no one can protest because it's illegal to be in a group outside. Do you know how mad that is?
It's mad, you know. Right, it's actually mad.
In a democratic country, is illegal.
Protesting in the open, that's tapped.
Yeah. But what are we going to do? Everyone get on Zoom and start chanting on Zoom. Like, everyone on house party chanting, Boris out. Like, can't do nothing.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, there's potential conspiracies, but I'm not sure, bruv. Like, is there any that you really kind of believe in?
What, conspiracy theories?
Yeah.
Do you know what I like watching? I like watching conspiracy theories that have been proven true. Because then it makes me think, well, what is going on now? Because you remember that there was that list that the FBI had in the 60s of creative artists that were, if something happened, we're going to take these artists away. And it was like the likes of Jimi Hendrix, John Lennon, you know, those type of artists that were causing a big cultural change. Yeah. So I watched that and I thought, yeah, imagine nowadays, like, who would it be? Would it be like J Hus or something? Do you know what I mean? Like, who would they?
Yeah, I feel like low key would definitely be one of them straight off the bat. Like,
oh, facts.
Akala probably would be on the list, but I feel like Akala's educated and vocal. I might get slewed for this, but I wouldn't necessarily call Akala an activist. I would definitely say he was a community leader. Obviously very well educated. He's not like the billboard holding guy. Do you know what I mean? He's the educator. But
I'd say he's more like a Martin than a Malcolm.
Now you're putting me in a real situation, bro. My black history is terrible. So I honestly wouldn't be able to tell you like the ideological differences between.
It's basically for me, like Malcolm was the one who was more like just on smoking it.
Right. And Martin I know he was the speech guy, innit? Like,
he's a bit more diplomatic,
Yeah. So exactly that. Yeah, that's a really good comparison in that case. Then, yeah, Loki's definitely the Malcolm. Akala is definitely
the Martin. Yeah, facts.
I don't know if J Hus is in that deep yet, though.
Not yet, but I can see it.
You know what it is? You know what I mean? Give it a few years for his audience to mature a bit more. When they start to repeat the things that he's saying, that's when it's like, someone woke up, now he's waking everyone else up. Like, right,
trust me, Was like, Huss is so woke.
How did we get onto the assassination of Jay Huss? How did we go from there to there like this?
I just like a conversation. It's just a flowing conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Who are you isolating with?
I'm with my family. I'm with my family at the moment.
Oh, okay. Family home, yeah.
Yeah. My missus doesn't live with me at the moment, so that's a bit jarring.
Oh man. But, so how long have you been there for?
It's been a minute. I went to her doorstep to drop her because I got one for you as well. I got a vinyl of the album, vinyls of the album.
Sign it for me, please.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, I got you,
Sick.
bro. I got you. But I went to hers to just drop it, but I had to stay at the end of the drive and put it on the doorstep and run back to my car. Like it's mad, bro. It's so mad. Yeah, but I'm just with my family. Just just making the best of the situation. You know what I'm saying? So I got my little home studio set up so I can stay creative. Like you were saying.
Yeah, that's good. Have you been able to make much? Like,
so, not as much as I would usually make if we weren't in lockdown, because I think we're in lockdown for so long, so I can do it tomorrow. Or like when you get to it, you're like you get a bit of a blank. But when I've made something, it has banged.
Yeah, because obviously you produce as well, innit? So you could, if you had the energy for it, you could literally just make a song a day, like from nothing, from what you've got now, nothing, and then you've got a finished product.
100%. Yeah, that's pretty much how I made the project that's coming out. Do you know what I mean? I was just making a song a day for a couple of weeks.
So this is another project, obviously not almost an adult.
Well,
I know you produced Patterned. Did you produce the other tracks as well?
So basically, I haven't said the shit. So basically, 4 songs are out off the Almost an Adult project. Yeah, see, it's actually a 10-song project, and that's coming out on May the 15th. And I produced 7 of the songs. I think 7 or 8 of the songs. 10. Obviously, the first major label extended, length from project. Is that what LP stands for? Length play, long play.
Yeah, I think.
Long play.
Yeah, I think it's long play. EP is obviously extended play. I think LP is long play. And
I think it's long play.
If it's not, they're gonna come at me. Oh, bro, I'm gonna exclude for this one.
Don't worry, they're suing me as well, bro.
No, LP's a simple one. I should know what that's like. Say.
Don't worry. We're in this together.
I'm just uploading your part of it. Like, I'm not uploading you. You're gonna cut me out, like.
So I produced Patterned. I co-produced Mrs. Chambers' Kitchen, and I co-produced Roasted Glasses. And when my boy Flo, the producer, produced Halos all himself. So yeah. So I just gotta stay active and involved, bro. You get me?
Yeah. So no one else knows that there's another 6 songs coming. Exclusive.
So them DIY ones.
Yeah. I got no buttons around here, bro. Like, I need to set this up better. I need buttons here. I need like Tory Lanez' is guys in the back.
Hey, Tory Lanez' guys in the back. That's all you need. That's all you need.
Yeah. Are you on the laptop right now? Sorry, my cable.
Yeah, I'm on my laptop still. I'm just I got my little granddad chair here. I got my laptop and then I got my microphone just here. This is my little booth at the moment. To be honest, it's quite kind of comfy. And then I got a little shelf here, and I keep let's keep a bit of yak there. Like, I got my yak glass here. So.
Yes, chalice.
Come on.
Amazing.
I just keep that there, sipping and I record, man. It's such a chill. I can't lie.
I think you got a lucky escape then, bruv, because I'm making everybody show me the contents of their fridge. Upstairs and on the laptop. It's gonna be long to carry it down. And
I'm on like 3 floor. I'm on like the 3rd floor as well, bro. So
wow, living in the towers. Nice.
Come on.
So you've had a lucky escape, bro, because I'm making people show me the contents of their fridge. And Afrobeat's winning at the moment in terms of the healthiest person. But he just turned vegan. So he's basically got an entire fruit and veg farm in his kitchen. Like, it looks sick.
He's got a mad beard as well, innit? What's his beard saying?
Well, he's obviously the beard guy, innit? So he's had that big warrior beard for time, but
yeah, man,
it's got crazy now.
I need to come for that spot, bro. I need to go for that. I want to go for that.
I was trying, but it's...
You're on your way. You're en route.
Yeah, we'll see. I didn't see the barber so bad, bro. I'll get clippers. I don't trust myself with the clippers.
We all I fully hear it. Oh, let me just turn my light on quick. Yeah, that's better.
Oh, there we go. Bruv, we went full circle. We started off talking about the beards. We ended up talking about right. What I want to do is obviously, and this is even better now. I know there's another 6 tracks on the way. When this is over, obviously, like I want to sit down. We need to do. We were gonna do it anyway. Obviously,
100%. That was in the motion.
Yeah, I want to sit down and like properly break the project down. Talk a lot about your history and stuff and the proper in-depth stuff.
We've been planning to do it for time, but I always said to you, like, when the project's ready.
There's a project coming up because it was last year, innit? I think it was towards like end of summer or something last year. I hit you up like, yo, I need to get you on the channel. And you said, okay,
yeah.
I'm planning something. I've got something coming. Bro, thanks for your time, man.
No worries. Thanks for having me. My pleasure. My pleasure.
All right, blessings.
You too. Take care, my brother. Bless.